Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Box Seat. I'm Adam McGrath and again joined by Ian Lenton. And Ian, Super Saturday, come and gone.
Yeah, it has. It was a brilliant day of racing. I'm still exhausted from what brilliant racing we had. 9 races on a very hot day. It was tolling by the end of it, and we come to this on Wednesday, we've got a decent car, but it's pretty hard to get as excited.
It certainly is. No Eastern State Raiders in this though, so we'll be making sure that all of our winners stay locally. Let's have a look at the conditions that we are going to be faced with. We'll be running on a good 3. The removal rail is out 16 metres with a cutaway in the straight as well, and some reasonably strong breezes as well, so should make for some interesting racing.
Yeah, it's going the opposite way to what they were on Saturday, so it should give those swoopers a really good opportunity. And as we know, the rail, when it's been out as far as it has been, we've had some terrific racing.
And especially with the cutaway, I think everybody will have their opportunity to win come Wednesday at Ascot Racecourse. Let's take a look at race number 1. It is Perth race number 1 for our Singapore viewers as well. So Perth Racing TV handicap over the 1500 metres, and of course you can watch Box Seat on the Perth Racing TV. And in the replay that we're going to take a look at, Secret Doubt, a winner 2 starts ago, last start beaten by Big Red Costa, which of course raced on the weekend. Let's take a look at that run now.
Little bit of luck here in the run home. Indigo Aura down towards the inside, 300 out. Big Red Costa with a handy leader. Here comes Secret Doubt down the outside, incoming tight into the clear. Big Red Costa the leader. Secret Doubt trying to run it down. Secret Doubt, Big Red Costa incoming tight coming, but it'll be too late. Big Red Costa kicks. He had a soft run in front. He did it all.
Yeah, another solid performance by Secret Doubt. It's had a really good campaign, hasn't it? The 3 runs have all been solid and looks well suited here, probably sitting back in the field. Up to the 58 kilograms, but it will be thereabouts.
That's the question mark for me, that 58 kilos. What about Battle Talk? Because with the 3 kilo claim to Clint Johnson Porter, runs with just 55.5 and meets Hay Magic 3.5 kilos better.
Yeah, I think the Form 3 Hay Magic looks solid, and you'd say with that weight swing that Battle Talk has that advantage just over Hay Magic. It's going to be in a great position. It's drawn really well, and dropping weight again with the claim of Clint Johnson Porter, I think Battle Talk's probably the one to beat.
In a race where I think there'll be 3 or 4 clearly shorter than the others, a value horse, number 6 Stony Bridge, is a horse that we've liked at times. It hasn't put it all together, but I think it's one of these Neville Parnham gallopers that we're all just waiting for the day it announces itself, and hopefully some of us are on it.
This is the last time I'll put it in my 4, because I've been keen on it nearly every start. It hasn't had the best of luck. I don't know whether it was just bad at Bunbury or it just wasn't its day, but it was certainly well beaten. I'm not sure what to do with it.
Let's take a look at selections for race number 1. I'm going to be tipping at number 3, Secret Doubt, from number 1, Battle Talk, number 4, Hay Magic, and number 7, You Want Answers.
Yeah, I'm the 1, Battle Talk, from the 7, You Want Answers. Form through letter slip looking really nice now. The 3, Secret Doubt, and number 6, Stony Bridge.
Race number 2 at Ascot, it's Perth. Race number 3 for our Singapore viewers is a Perth Racing YouTube handicap over the 2200 metres, and a lot of these horses been going around against each other and just swapping positions.
Yeah, they just change wins, don't they? Now, one we're expecting to win, well, keep expecting to win, keep starting favourite is the 5, Quiet Regal. Is it going to be its race? But in the end, it was well handled by the 8, Danabrisa.
It really was, and Danabrisa pulled throughout, so if the horse settles, it certainly can repeat what it did last night, even though it goes up in weight. We'll take a look at that victory now.
Flying Force Delicato come to the extreme outsiders. Quite Regal balances up at the 300. Pike draws the whip. He leads Kansas. Danabrisa is starting to run on well down the middle of the course though. Quite Regal gobbled up by Danabrisa, Kansas. It's on the outside. Danabrisa going to the lead from Quite Regal. Magic Nino along the fence, but comes away from them, Danabrisa.
Yeah, the 8 Danabrisa was just a superb win, really. We expected that the start before. Well, not the win, we expected a better performance, but it was well beaten. Came out over distance, and it's just proven now this horse can really only threaten when it's above the 2,000 metre range, but the bar plates are going on at him.
But yeah, certainly not something that you and I both like to see. That was red flags going everywhere, but it was interesting. Watch Danabrisa, almost did another lap the way. It was just still pulling post-race, so this horse certainly enjoys those longer distance races. What about Quiet Regal? Because it sucked me in last time. I've had to put it on top again here, but they didn't want to lead, and they obviously had to do that, but it's just not the horse I think Adam Durant thought he had.
Yeah, look, it's just a horse, that's it. And when we look at the competitive nature of this race, it is really no defined chance above the others, but we know the money just comes for it. And when you mentioned they just keep swapping positions, well, maybe it's 5 Quiet Regal's turn. I'm not really led by anything in this race. I'm happy to put it on top.
A horse we've liked in recent weeks over the shorter distances have been Gracie May. Chris Parnham takes the ride with the 55 kilos. It's a horse that we know has got a nice turn of foot and will enjoy just settling back in the pack.
She ran very well last start, a great attack on the line, and you know her last victory was around this distance, and she's getting a lot closer, and I think with Chris Parnham on, yeah, her time is getting closer.
Let's take a look at selections then. I'm going to be tipping number 5, Quite Regal, from number 6, Flying Force, number 8, Dana Brisa, and number 11, Boutique.
I'm the 5, Quite Regal, from 9, Gracie May, the 4, Magic Nino, and number 6, Flying Force.
Race number 3 at Ascot. It's Perth race number 5. It's over the 1,000 metres, and this is probably the best race of the day. There's Saturday quality in this field.
It's a really good race, isn't it? Secret Nova should be at Saturday level. The 7, Antique Dream, was very good last start. And the 8, Star Lightning, was a super win last start.
It really was. It was a great performance. Another really good ride by Clint Johnson-Porter for trainer Adam Durand, and that's the replay that we're going to take a look at now.
Straight, then down on the inside, Profound Effect about to run on pretty well, followed by Incarceration, Well Spoken Man, Petite Charm well back in the field. At the 200, Master Gold still in front. He leads the way. Down the outside, Dad Said, also Profound Effect, Nardini, Incarceration, Josie's Babe, Dad Said, Star Lightning getting through as well. Star Lightning.
See the way he rode that finish out. It's pretty hard imagining him not being a jockey of the future. At his young age, with his little experience, to hold that horse's head down for as long as he did to get that finish was just a superb performance. Now, look, there was a lot of them that hit the line together, and that's always a query for me. And I think it's just a little below the class of the best, but certainly with him on board, you have to give it a chance.
He just does a lot right, there's no doubt about that. Now, what about number 7, Antique Dream? This is a horse that we thought probably wanted 14 to 1,600 metres, but the 2 runs back so far, the 1,000 metre performance was good, attacked the line strongly. Last start, stepped up to the 1,200, was too good. I just have my concerns again that she may run out of time over the 1,000.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, but I thought the conditions might suit. I wish it was around 1,100 or 1,200 metres because there's a few great on-speed gallopers in this race. But I think with Pike drawn in tight, he can probably pick up enough ground somewhere along the fence. And I'm putting it on top, but really only just from a few others.
The horse that I'm going with on top is number 1, Secret Nova, and I just really want to see her at her best this campaign. I believe she has so much potential, so much talent. We've seen that before, but just really need to see her grab some of these races and win them.
Yeah, no, look, had 4 starts at this distance, 4 seconds. So certainly due a victory at this journey, drawn really well. Look, it is probably the best horse in this race, and you cannot deny its chances. It will be right there in the finish.
Let's take a look at selections then. I'm going to be tipping number 1, Secret Nova, from number 2, Trey Amici, number 6, Zfire Express, and number 7, Antique Dream.
The 7, Antique Dream, from 1, Secret Nova, 2, Trey Amici, and number 6, Zfire Express.
Race number 4, it's Perth race number 7 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,600 metres of the Perth Racing Instagram handicap, something that everybody should be following and liking throughout the card. And the replay that we're going to take a look at is a horse that we both have a good opinion of. Always normally runs well first up, and that's Sheercat, and it did exactly that last start.
Just in front, he goes for home on it. Sheercat cruising though. Races up, gets about a half a length on him quickly. Galoobe down towards the rail. Liberty Rise winding up further back. He goes for home on Sheercat, nearing the 100. Kicking back, Handyman. Here's Liberty Rise, gunning them both down though. Liberty Rise ranges up to Sheercat, grabs him in the final stages. Liberty Rise.
It was a good performance by Sheercat. They were proactive as well, went forward on speed, but ultimately they left them a sitting duck for Liberty Rise, and they went incredibly slowly up front. I'm not sure what else Sheercat could have done. It really should have won the race given how easily it had it up front. It's drawn well, but Liberty Rise was well beaten on the weekend, but I think we can probably dismiss that race.
58 kilos, not a great, well, unplaced second up, probably a few little concerns there, but certainly has the class in this field. What about a horse that we know will definitely be going forward in number 2, Lashilla?
Yeah, look, it's getting closer, isn't it? It's always exposed up front, always a vulnerable one in that position. Its last start was really good. It's carrying the 59 kilograms, which it normally can carry weight. We'll have a good sight through Gracie May later in the day.
The Pike and Williams combination going to be very hard to beat, but this time it's Alana Williams.
Yeah, this Entreche is a pretty talented galloper. We just haven't seen the true best, probably starting under the odds each time. But it's drawn nicely, and I went back to its first run. That race has produced Diva Rose and Drooper, so a couple of horses that have won since. I think the form lines are looking pretty solid.
Let's take a look at selections then. I'm going to be tipping at number 5, Sheercat, from number 2, Lashilla, number 7, Barambas Bid, and number 6, Entreche.
Number 6, Entreche, from the 2, Lashilla, the 4, Doubt You Catch Me, and number 5, Sheercat.